Africa, unite for the benefit of your people. The great African Ahmed Sekou Toure said, unity presupposes mutual confidence, respect and active solidarity. Unity is a determination to live together, achieve common objectives, establish and maintain solidarity in order to face up to the challenges of history. As you already know, this week, we are observing African Liberation. May 25th every year is the African Liberation Day. And all through this week, we'll be bringing intellectuals and ambassadors on this platform to talk about the fight against imperialism on the African continent. My name is Mamadi. Our first segment in the meantime is about to start, and we are very privileged this morning to have with us the Secretary General of the Congress for Democratic Change, going to talk about plans and programs the party is undertaking as it relates to its convention. And of course, we want him to specifically respond to indication that George Weah, the political face of the CDC, is about to press the pause button on his senatorial ambition, and other issues concerning the CDC will come up. Good morning, Mr. Secretary General, and welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Well, Mama, it is my distinct pleasure to be in your studio. I mean, this is my first time coming since you relocated inside.
No, you've been in this new studio?
Yeah, in the new studio.
Okay.
So I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you very much for coming. You want to tell us what you're doing now as related to the convention? How it's going to be organized, and then we'll follow with the other questions.
Well, thank you so much. Again, the CDC being a democratic institution, our party will be going to convention, primaries on the 6th of June, between the 6th and the 8th of June. And what we've decided to do is that delegates from the counties were assembled in different regions. We have assigned 5 counties to each region. So our convention will be in Bonn, Grand Bassa, and Maryland. And so we expect more than 600 delegates from the 15 counties to appear to elect their senatorial candidates or aspirants. For the issue of Maserado, for instance, we expect 102 delegates who are sampled in Mombasa. So far, we have 2 candidates. I say 2 because the incumbent, as far as we know, have not said that she's not running. And Ambassador Weah will also be contesting, so we expect other candidates to register. Because as we speak, the regulation will be published by tomorrow, and people will understand what the requirements are. And so the convention is on course. Mr. Malu, C. McDoyan, Jefferson Koji, Bukared, these are individuals who will conduct the process. And so we have a convention committee. If you have
Jefferson Koji?
Jefferson Koji will conduct the convention. And so we have a convention committee that has been established. The leadership of the party, for instance, the Secretary General said, since I have an interest, I will not be fully involved in the convention process. The chairman will preside as chairman of the steering committee, and individuals who have interest will apply to the convention. There will be requirements. You must be a Liberian citizen. You must have domicile in the country for at least 1 year. You must have a tax clearance, for instance. And these are the fundamental requirements that you need to meet with. If you meet these requirements, and then you can apply for any one of the countries that you want to contest in.
What would that happen?
Well, the process will start between today, which is Monday, the 19th, and will continue to the 31st of May.
The convention is...
the application process.
Okay.
So if you want to apply it, you must do that between now and the 31st. The convention will begin on the 6th of June and will end on the 8th.
Okay.
So individuals who have interest will have to apply. And if you don't meet the application requirement, you will not be qualified to contest in the upcoming convention.
How transparent are going to be? Because the CDC has a history of post-convention Wahala.
Well, every institution, even Liberia, for instance, during our election, we have problems. And so we're not saying we are a perfect institution. the CDC has always been transparent. There has been some problem, and there will always be some little problem when it comes to election. But as far as we know, our processes are being transparent. If you follow the requirement and you follow the process, I don't see why we will have a problem. And this time around, I think it'll be even much better than it has been before. Because in life, every time we make progress in terms of our implementation of processes. And so the convention, the fact that we've divided into regions, reduces the tension in terms of bringing, initially we thought we were going to bring all the counties in one location and have convention, but we decided that, look, the best way to proceed is to, for instance, some eastern counties, Maryland, Rangers, Riverside, Sino will go to Maryland. Okay. And all the delegates will assemble there, and the various counties will elect their Pacific representative senatorial candidates.
I just heard you saying one of the requirements is that you must have resided in the county for at least a year.
You must be domicile. That is the legal constitutional requirement.
Okay, domicile.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Domicile means you must have had an intention to make the county your resident. You must have some presence in your county. For instance, you can be, if you were living in Monrovia and you never been to Maryland, you just been here during your last year, you have never been to Maryland, and you want to contest in Maryland, I don't believe under the legal requirement you are qualified. That is our interpretation.
You want to give the difference between domicile and resident?
Yeah, resident.
Because I want to know which one fits you.
Domicile means you must have intention to make the area your resident. You want to return there. You must have some presence there.
Are you sure about that?
Of course, that's the legal requirement.
Well,
that's the legal interpretation.
Domicile and resident. To be resident somewhere, to be domicile, they have some differences.
That is the legal interpretation, what I'm giving you. So if you read what domicile is,
because the Supreme Court has an opinion on that.
Yeah, I read it.
I'm not too set think about the fundamental difference, but I have some some insight. I think domicile is to be physically there. Resident is to have a structure.
No.
I don't know. I will try to get to.
No, I think it's the reverse.
Okay, Councilor.
It's the reverse. Resident, you must be physically there.
Okay, and domicile, you must have a resident.
Yeah, resident.
You must have a resident there.
Resident there.
So you are going for domicile?
Domicile.
1 year.
1 year.
Okay, we'll look up to that. Before the show comes to an end, I will give our listeners the difference in this. I'm trying to get to one of mine. Very Councilor Law. This is the True Breakfast Show. So we have everything now because the level of transparency intended for this process is high. I understand Jefferson Koji and of course Mulba Molu and then who 3% leading the process.
Yeah, see my and
how did you arrive at the constitutional committee?
The executive committee of our party has the authority to decide. And they made
Do you think those names you just named and meet the strong word? And
we have a specific process. I mean, they're not doing it alone. I mean, these are the leaders. For instance, the steering committee is chaired by the chairman of the party. It's co-chaired by Honorable Thomas Fala. And we have explicit confidence in the credibility of the individuals to conduct a free and fair process. Okay. And I don't see why individuals would be afraid to participate.
The fact that you as the Secretary General of the Congress for Democratic Change, you have an ambition to contest, don't you think conflict of interest will have to play?
Well, but I mean,
to see you participating in the convention.
I am not involved in the convention process. I'm absolutely not involved.
Why are you leaving your party and want to contest?
No, I am not leaving the party. I am still the secretary.
I mean, you're Secretary General of the party, but you have a very bigger, more role to play than going to represent the people.
Well,
I see you guys are using the CDC as a vehicle to establish and take your ambition.
But the CDC has always been a vehicle for individuals who have interest in their country to use to counter state power. That was the objective of funding.
If I were you, I would stay in the party to
Not exactly. I even believe.
Quote unquote, the party is the beacon of hope for the people.
That is the reason.
So you are leaving the party?
No.
I mean leaving because your time as a senator will be more needed.
Mamadi, I disagree. I mean, Mamadi, across the world, for instance, look at countries in the southeastern African region, where the system of government is parliamentarian system of government.
Okay.
Individuals who are leaders of their party, are members of parliament.
No, we don't have that system here.
But listen, Mamadi is the same thing. It's the same thing, my bureau.
Okay.
In fact, I believe.
No, it's not the same thing.
I mean, you can express your opinion on that.
No,
but I believe. So what I'm saying is the same thing of providing leadership. I even believe the fact that the leader of our party, Ambassador George Weah, and the Secretary General of our party will be member of parliament, gave the party added advantage. It puts the party in a better position for the leaders to determine what is happening in terms of managing our country, and the party will be able to address issues of national concern. Sometimes when you are not involved, when you are sitting outside, you see things differently. If you are involved, you are inside, your perspective of things will be different.
But sometimes you tend to abandon the process. Like
that is not true.
In the process, in the case of Akara's Gray, he was then the Secretary
General. Look, when you are a representative, the expectation is so high. Liberians believe once you become a representative, you should solve all the problems. Honorable Gray has done extremely well.
Okay.
He's not a perfect person to say that you solve all the problems in your constituency. The man has been an advocate from the beginning. He still continues to do what he has done before. So to suggest that Honorable Gray has deviated is completely misleading. I think Honorable Gray and members of CDC who are now in the legislature
so how actively is he involved in the party's activities? Because
he has a responsibility as a representative to a district. The fact that the party elected him, he has a responsibility to that district. So to suggest now that Honorable Gray is a representative, he's not doing what he's doing.
No, I'm not suggesting that.
But
you are saying being a Secretary General that will provide the opportunity for you to get know about more happenings in the party, get more involved in the party.
What I'm saying, and Secretary General of our party, it gives me a greater advantage in terms of providing our leadership. One, I will understand what is happening in the government, and I'll be able to give a clear party position about issues arising from government. Because I'm in the government, I'm in the legislature.
So does the Constitution allow you
to
be Secretary General?
But this is not the first time the former chairman of party, on the majority in Dosheri, was senator in 2000 when the
your very party since opted for resignation.
But I mean, people
since she was not serving them well.
People have the right to suggest, but I think I can ably handle the vote for 40.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. The meaning of what constitutes domicile, at the same time what is resident. I have with me one of Liberia's finest, Professor of Law, Bwaka Ikene, Councillor Bwaka Ikene. He's with me live on the radio. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mamadi. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prof. I'm not too certain about the real difference between domicile and resident. I understand the Supreme Court had an opinion on that, and I just want to seek your insight on that. What constitutes domicile and what constitutes resident?
Mamadi, unfortunately, I'm driving, so I will not be able to give the exact quote. I don't know that the Supreme Court has passed on the two expressions or the two terminologies in terms of their definition, the vis-a-vis their relations to elections.
Okay.
It may appear that the two words are synonymous, but they're not the same.
Okay.
Residents, one may that he wants rather because he works here. But he may have a residence in a constituency, he may have another residence in his village. So you can have several residences but one domicile, because the domicile is the place you operate from.
Okay.
It is where you are permanently known for.
Okay.
So the contemplation under the election law, it is not about your residency.
Okay.
It is your domicile.
Okay.
Say for example, what about those who live and work in Liberia? They have their domicile in Liberia, but they have residences in America, for example, residences in 2-3 other countries.
Okay. So if I say in a requirement that you must be domiciled for 1 year in a local A, what does that mean?
It means that you must live, you must be there, people must know that to be your address.
Okay.
So when they speak of permanent address, they actually refer to your domicile.
Okay, Councillor, thank you very much for taking my call. I appreciate it always.
Welcome.
All right, Mr. Mcgill, I think that is different from what you just told us.
Well, I'm not going to challenge the land.
No, you have no reason to challenge.
I'm going to challenge the land professor.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying,
So in short, you are not qualified to run for.
I am qualified.
No, because if you say
Listen, the Supreme Court opinion on the case between Cyril Allen and
that's the same opinion. I'm not too
I have
sensitive.
I have a copy of that opinion.
Anyway,
I have a
I
copy
trust your
of the
view on it,
opinion.
but I have more confidence, more, I respect Councillor Barker.
I have a lot of respect for Councillor Barker.
Yeah, I don't think-
This is not a place for all the debate this issue.
No, because people on the radio listen.
This is not a place for all the debate this
I'm
issue.
saying
Because
problem.
I have the opinion on Cyril Allen
Okay.
versus the National Election Commission.
I can tell you for sure tomorrow we'll have the facts.
I have the opinion. You want a copy?
Your requirement said domicile.
You want a copy?
And your requirement said domicile.
It says
Domicile.
domicile.
Okay.
It says domicile, but that's the constitutional requirement.
No, we'll see that. Whether on the domicile,
Article B says area
you should physically be there.
No, not
That should be
physically.
your address.
No, not physically.
If I want to write
If you want to return,
you
you can return there. A place can become your residence. Look at the Supreme Court opinion. Read the issue between Cyril Allen versus the National Election Commission. You want a copy tomorrow? I can get you a copy today.
Okay.
If you want a copy, I can send you a
No,
copy.
I don't know what coming started.
No, but we are qualified.
That's the beginning of making your process transparent.
We are very qualified.
Then we'll see from there. Okay, let me take a few calls. 07746.
Just before that, you've named several counties. Are you going to be holding this convention simultaneously there?
Exactly.
Yeah, he said that. Before we go to the line, you want to throw light on these strong whispers?
That is definite.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you don't have any fear of Ambassador we are being choice for money?
I know
that is not possible. That is not possible.
Okay, I'm going to take 4 calls. Then Solo will do the same, and of course we'll call these a quick. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen. This is the National Chairman of the Independent Forum. My name is Amara M. Fufaya. I monitor the beginning of this conversation, and I listened to the SDC that the EDC is a very democratic institution. Highly democratic to that of the elder statement of the Chairman Johnson, that if anybody thinks that they're going to occupy the senatorial Kennedy as Georgia, they must actually join the team. So how do we really reconcile the two statements? Is he the final thing or the chairman's rule is the final thing? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. 077469794 is the number to call. The interest in this discussion is really growing high. So let me take this one. Good morning. Rebecca, you want to add some life to your voice? Is really, really low. Let me try to see whether I can get you on the loudspeaker. Okay, that's done. Good morning. Okay. Okay. Okay, now if you are writing your Secretary General a letter in his personal capacity, what will be the address? No, listen now. Okay. You'll be writing Mr. Nathaniel Mcgill, Mr. Nathaniel Mcgill, Congo Town, Republic of Liberia, or Mr. Nathaniel Mcgill, Bapolu City, Republic of Liberia. No, not forget about Secretary General position. I want his domicile. Let me structure the question, perhaps that would bring some sense to it. The question is, if you were to write Nathaniel Mcgill, no, now Secretary General Nathaniel Mcgill. If you are to write Nathaniel, okay, move the Secretary General from there. If you are to write Nathaniel Mcgill. No, the mayor parties, they give it. Okay. Let me end my calls. Then, of course, when you concluding, we'll give you the opportunity. I just wanted to know when I'm writing the letter, what I would say, Congo Town, or I would say Bapolu. You know, at the beginning of the whole thing, I like get it straight. Let them understand what it is.
Well, if you use that, then no senator qualified or even read wrong for you.
That's different story now. Good morning. Go ahead.
My name is Abdul Toye. I speak to you from DCC. I have a question for SG. Mr. SG, prior to you discussing the convention, you and Ambassador we were now scaling from Monterrey and now Babylon. Do you think, as a Secretary General of a democratic institution, it is a democratic precedent to announce the political leader and the Secretary General who play a major role in the party are scaling in the act of primary? Thank you.
Okay, that's a straight question, and this will conclude my segment here on receiving your calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Mamadi. This is Idris Benazir, calling from the town of Dubai.
Idris, I understand you are sick. Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank the Almighty and by my feet.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to the legal counselor, and he said he was driving. That is giving a violation to deep driving on the phone.
Hey, my man.
Yeah, that's just a subject.
Okay.
Whenever you are driving not fully conscious,
I mean, go to the substantive issue.
you may not get a full disclosure, a full understanding of what is really needed.
Idris, I will not accept that. I will not accept that from you. I will not accept that from you. I beg you. Don't bring it up comments inside. Yeah?
So the individuals are president, but they were not residents in Liberia.
Yeah, but we're wrong.
It was based upon the constitution for which they were accepted as
Let me ask you the same question. If you are writing Nathaniel Mcgill, what will be your address?
Secretary General CDC.
It's not about writing Nathaniel Mcgill. Nathaniel Mcgill has a residence in Bapolu County where he goes every weekend.
No, but it said your party requirement said domicile. It didn't say resident.
What is domicile resident?
No, not whether the requirement is clear. It says you must be a domicile 1 year. And for everything I know, Nathaniel Mcgill is not domicile in Bapolu.
I am.
Okay, I beg you.
I'm domicile. I'm domicile. The opinion is very clear.
All right. I'm Ruben, no domicile in Bapolu.
But Mamadi.
So let's take at least a phone calls, then we'll conclude.
Just hold on. Good morning. So who is he protecting here? Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I didn't cut you off. You cut yourself off. Good morning. Good morning. Be loud. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Okay. You're audible now. Go ahead.
Well, I'm
Musa, you'd like to walk away from your monitor, please? You kind of distorted. Yeah, go ahead. Musa? Yes, you have to be audible now, please. Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Let me take this final call. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Okay, Piri, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Mcgill.
Well, let me say, I respect comes because by the interpretation you are giving, then no senator is qualified. Then all the senators are not qualified because they live here. If Monrovia is a domicile, then they're not qualified by Article 30B or by Constitution.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that, in effect, that your domicile can be somewhere that you can be recognized. The councillor said where you can be recognized, you have as your address. In Bapulo County, if you went to Bapulo County today and you say I'm looking for Nathaniel Mcgill, people will identify my resident and will say this is Mr. Mcgill address.
Okay.
That is the interpretation. As if you read the case Cyril Allen versus the National Election Commission, the Supreme Court was very clear about domicile. I will give you a copy tomorrow. So the interpretation of domicile does not mean that I must be living in Bapulo County. No.
Okay.
But I have an address in Bapulo County. You can identify my address in Bapulo County. That is the definition of domicile. I must be one of their kind.
All right.
And so
the councillor has called back. Let me give you the opportunity behind you want to clarify something. Go ahead, Prof.
Yeah, I do also respect Comrade Mcgill a lot. And I can understand the argument he's making because he has some interest, so there may be a tendency to shift the definition. Domicile, it comes from the etymology of that word. It's French. Domicile. Domicile means to sleep.
Yeah, French word.
Yeah, the etymology of it is French, which means to sleep.
Okay.
Now, like I indicated, you will have a domicile and several residencies. Like most people will qualify to have. Now, you will not say all the senators will not qualify because the moment they are elected from their respective constituencies, they move down here. And that is a constitutional requirement that they move to the capital when they have to work.
Okay.
You know, so that may shift the definition. But in terms of an ordinary person, your domicile will be that place where you speak, where you work from.
Okay.
You know.
I think that is abundantly clear.
Well, you know,
Very well.
you know, one of the things I always say, and he's a professor of law. When two lawyers meet, it is only the Supreme Court that will interpret. The opinions of judge, the opinions of lawyer are not law by themselves. So of course.
All right, so
if you have another counselor who can,
we disagree.
we just agree
So
with the
what we'll do? We'll find another counsel who will take it
and give it
we'll go to the Supreme Court.
Of course, exactly. So if you want to challenge,
I think the best thing for you, you
no,
gotta try and face that.
Listen. It is a legal requirement. It's not a requirement by CDC. It is a constitutional requirement that every citizen you must be a domicile.
Where do you sleep?
Because I'm working in Monrovia.
Okay.
I'm working in Monrovia. I'm the Secretary General of CDC, and my office is at.
Well, your constituency, where you sleep.
No, but I sleep in Babalu. If you go to Babalu County, you'll see my house. I sleep there. I have an address there. I have an address in Babalu County.
Okay.
And you can identify me there. So the fact that I work in Monrovia, there's no difference of me working here.
Just for the sake of
No, I mean for the sake of the list, there's no difference. I'm working here just as the senators and representatives are working here. So I come to Monrovia to work. So therefore I cannot be living in Babalu 24 hours working here. But I have a resident and I sit in Babalu.
I agree with you.
So if you want to challenge that, you cannot go to the Supreme Court and seek the interpreter. But what I'm saying,
let me see what Representative Doa and see what Donna is about to say on this.
And there's an opinion on that, and I want you to read the opinion of the
Don't
Supreme
worry,
Court.
I say we'll find the time to talk about this. We'll call. Since you say we can't go that far, we'll do our best because we have a duty to inform the people about and all this. This is the True Breakfast Show. Okay, I think that's enough. We can call this.
Well, let me conclude by saying,
finally.
Thank you for the opportunity again. There'll be a lot of rumor in the street that I want to assure us in nation that Ambassador will be a candidate, and we are.
No matter what.
I mean, obviously, because look, the man going to be a candidate. Ambassador, we are going to be. I am definitely sure you will win. So the issue of you that he will not be a candidate, there's no debate about that. I'm definitely sure.
Okay.
And
I hope when he loses, you'll not demonstrate.
And any individual.
Listen. Representative the Nima County lawmaker. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. Go ahead. Very brief, sir.
I'm listening to the conversation with Mr. Mcgill there.
Okay.
The issue of domicile currently as regards to the election laws, we have more recent Supreme Court ruling than the one he's giving quoting, which is the Liberian Action Party versus Evans Squad in the by-elections of 2006.
Thank you.
Of Nima County Park. The Supreme Court said at that time, Minister Evans Squad was a deputy minister in the government and working here. And he had just come from the state less than 2 years before that. And the Supreme Court held that in as much as he had at some point of his life lived in Circuit Cave for more than a year, he was qualified.
Okay.
So that definition now has become the law and the general definition.
Okay.
And so everybody is qualified, my brother, because if people have lived in your home,
I think that clears everything.
and you spend a year and 20 years ago, you still
No,
qualified.
I think that opinion was in reference to the 10 years clause.
Or no domicile.
No, it wasn't a 10 years clause.
No,
It was
domicile.
a domicile clause.
Okay.
That was challenged along with the 10 years clause.
Okay.
Challenged together because the argument is
I think,
The argument, they carry a two-tone argument because they wanted the guy not to be out there.
All right.
So I just call to make that info that when it comes to the issue of domicile,
Okay,
I think everybody qualifies.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very insightful contribution. I think it will bring some things to raise. But we'll find time tomorrow, inshallah, to talk more about this. We'll have to have an expert opinion on this so that
I will get the copy of the two rulings.
Okay, Mcgill
and Cyril Allen.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for being with us. We wish you all the best. This is how we go home on this one. We'll be right back after a very short break.